How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Fallout 4 video, and today we're going to be talking about the Vault Tec Workshop DLC. Bethesda actually did a bit of a developer stream showcasing the DLC itself the other day, and because of that we've got quite a bit of information to talk about here, from questline, release date information, some of the gameplay features included, some of the items included, and much more that I did want to bring to you guys in this video. So let's just jump straight into the video. Bethesda officially announced the other day that the Vault Tec Workshop is being released on July the 26th. So it isn't too far away now. To be honest, like before July even started, I expected the DLC to be released in the earlier days of July, but of course that hasn't been the case, and July the 26th is the official release date. With that being said, there is actually a quest line with the DLC, and although that's pretty much common knowledge at this point, some people still don't know. Some people think this is just another workshop style DLC with just items that are coming in and there's going to be no sort of quest line to it. But this one definitely does, and this quest line begins when you enter the game. Now if you are level 20, it's automatically going to trigger the quest for you, and the quest is actually known as Vault Tec Calling. You know, as always, I'll have a little bit of gameplay from Bethesda's official stream in at the background for you guys, and the quest itself tasks you to tune in to the Vault 88 radio beacon. Upon doing so, you'll then be asked to investigate Vault 88, and when you arrive there, you'll find a bunch of raiders trying to break in, so you need to go ahead and kill them, and then when you do kill them, you can then enter the vault. One thing to mention here is that the whole level 20 thing isn't actually a requirement. It's just that when you are level 20, the quest will pop up and indicate you where to go, and if you're below level 20, the quest won't show up at all, and you can still go there though. You can still go to Vault 88 and participate in the quest if you like. I'm just presuming that the whole level 20 thing is just more of a level indicator of, you know, the sort of level that you at least want to be when entering there, so you're not sort of struggling to kill enemies and stuff along those lines. Anyway, once you have entered the vault, you have now completed the quest known as Vault Tec Calling, and you'll now be given another quest known as Better Living Underground. The quest itself is fairly simple. You'll pretty much have to lift the security lockdown again, as showed here by the Bethesda livestream. Once you've done that, you'll then be tasked to find the control board on one of the ghouls there, and once you kill the ghoul and find the control board, you'll then have to repair the Vault 88 workshop. Of course, once you've done this, you'll now have access to the workshop in Vault 88, and the next step is to clear the rubble out in front of you and enter the main area. Now this huge area is essentially sort of the starting point for your vault building process, and the idea behind this is to build a huge area to not only build your vault in, but also to explore as well. So there's a level of exploration to this. There's several different areas. This is pretty much the starting point, and there'll be much more that you can progress through the quest line with. In fact, you know, as soon as you enter the main area, you'll come across an overseer known as Barstow, and I guess Barstow's plan before it went wrong was to experiment on vault dwellers and settlers and stuff like that, and that's almost where the questline goes in that direction. They haven't really given too much more about the questline apart from that, and that's sort of where you pick up, you go out and find settlers or vault dwellers to experiment on, and that's sort of where the whole building process takes place. And again, you know, back to the exploration here, Vault 88 is a huge area to explore. It sort of works as a dungeon as well as a building space, and that building space gets bigger and bigger as you progress. You know, starting off in the main area, there'll be boundaries that you can't really build in, and as you progress through the quest line, as you progress and explore more, those boundaries will get bigger and bigger and allow you for more building space, and that's sort of how the quest line and the sort of building connect into one. And that's all that's really been mentioned from the Bethesda livestream about the quest. I mean, the rest of it is for you to sort of go to and explore and stuff when the DLC does actually release. And that leads us on to some information about the structures, items, and features that we can see within the DLC itself. And let's start off with the structures category. I mean, of course, you know, with the Vault Tec Workshop DLC, there is now a brand new vault section of the structures tab. Inside of there, you'll find different types of vault building items, such as domestic, utility, vault rooms. Of course, vault rooms will have different subcategories, such as, you know, the cafeteria, the overseer's place, the clinic, and stuff like that. Different types of vault rooms that you can create and make it look like a specific set of, you know, rooms and stuff like that. You have wide halls, railings, and stairs, and pretty much all of the building materials that you would expect in terms of, you know, vault building. And the same goes with the decorations as well. There's a huge list of new decorations, from clean types of furniture, vault styled beds, vault styled containers. There's also the vault chest, which looks really cool as well. Lockers, vault beds, if I haven't already mentioned that one. And then you have some newer things which haven't really been seen before, which are these huge sort of vault boy and vault girl statues, which in my opinion look really cool. Alongside that as well, you have these brand new vault posters. You have signs which pretty much categorize where a certain location is, such as the clinic sign or the cafeteria sign and stuff like that. And they've really added a lot into the game in terms of that aspect, to enhance that vault building experience as much as they can. A few more things to mention here is that you can actually place down a barber chair and a surgery station and assign your settlers to that. And once they're assigned, you can have your haircut, in the actual settlement or the vault. And you can also go ahead and change your face as well in the vault as well. Similar to the way you would in Diamond City, just you can now use this in your settlement, which is really big and have definitely some great features coming. Additionally to this is also a brand new power system, which is the Vault Tec Super Reactor, which supplies 500 power to your vault or settlement, which is actually connected to only one conduit, so there's no need for a crazy amount of wires. And that's something huge with settlements. Usually the whole wire placement stuff, I'm really bad with that, and it can really get annoying seeing all the wires and stuff. So this really is sort of a great new power reactor being brought into the game. Another way to produce power for your vault or settlements is through an experiment carried out on your settlers, which is actually known as the Power Cycle 1000. And essentially, you can assign your settlers to sort of ride a bicycle, and as they're riding it, as you're conducting this experiment, I do presume for the quest as well, it's also generating power as they go on the bicycles, which is kind of crazy, kind of funny at the same time, and I can't wait to see some of the other experiments that they do have planned for the settlers. A few final things to mention here before I leave you guys is there is a brand new buildable small vault door, or I guess it's not really small, but it's a lot smaller than the original one, of course, as you guys can see there by the gameplay, which I also believe is a reference to Fallout 1 if I am correct. In addition to this as well, there is a brand new Vault Tec population management system. As that suggests, it's almost like a terminal that you can go into and manage your settlers a lot better. So rather than going up to them individually to assign them to do a job, you can do it through this terminal. So basically, you can assign them to jobs, you can de-assign them, or I guess, fire them or whatever you call it. And using this, it really allows for a much easier management system with your settlers there. And that's just a little bit of a look at the Vault Tec Workshop DLC. Again, this was all from Bethesda's live stream. You can check out the full live stream in the description down below. The live stream is like 40 minutes long if you want to go ahead and watch the whole thing. This was just a little bit of a breakdown on it, showing you guys some stuff that you can expect in this DLC update. As always, if you guys did find this video helpful today or did enjoy, be sure to leave a like down below, guys. Your support, of course, is always greatly appreciated on the channel. Subscribe if you guys are new around, and I'll catch you guys next time with a brand new video. Peace out.